Alright, let's talk about the opening. I'm sorry I can't be there today. I'm away in Toronto coaching basketball. So as I walk along during chess club and I watch everybody's games, this is something it hurts me to watch at times. It's how you play the beginning of the game. So here's some basic rules that you really need to commit to and remember. Rule number 1. You should try to put pawns in the middle of the board. For example, this is a good first move because it's in the middle of the board. This is not a good first move. It's not in the middle of the board. We want to move knights and bishops out near the center. This is usually not a good place for a knight. This is a better place for a knight. Now, if you're wondering, the knight from here can go to 8 spots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If I put it over here, now it can only go to 1, 2, 3, 4, because I can't move off the board over here somewhere. So knights are better towards the middle, and bishops are also. They're better if they're pointing towards the middle. Move each piece once except when capturing or avoiding capture. So it is not a good idea for someone to start doing stuff like this. Yes. Right? This is not a good idea for white because he's not getting anything done really. This would be an example of something that white should never ever do. Okay? So again, move each piece once unless you have to move it twice. Castle your king to safety, and this is an important one too. If you leave your king in the middle, you can get into a lot of trouble. Yes. So there's another good first move. Look, I get my knight out. I attack this pawn. He can get a bishop out, he can defend his pawn, I can get my bishop out, also towards the center, he can maybe get his bishop out towards the center, and then I can castle, because my king is safer over here than it is if it's sitting in the middle of the board. So make sure you always castle. You should try to castle within the first 10 moves or so. Place, let's say he attacks this pawn. Yeah, I'm going to get my knight out. Maybe he'll castle. This is going to be some examples of some good moves. Yeah, he's got to get prepare to get his bishop out, just like I moved my pawn up so I could get my bishop out. Let's say that I go here. Okay, so here's a situation. We've moved this bishop once already. We have not moved this guy yet. The rule says move each piece once. Right? I don't know if you want to let white capture your bishop here and wreck your pawn. So here's a time when you might move a piece twice before you've moved them all once. And then here. Look at that. Everybody's got some guys out. Right? Now the next one is place your queen on the second or third row. So let's say we decide to go here. And what that does is it lets the rooks protect each other, and it lets them slide around back here and do what they want to do. Yes. And then the last one is place your rook on the open. Place your rooks on open files. Right. So for example, here it's black's move here maybe, and this is the only open row right here for white. So maybe he'll decide now that he's going to put both his rooks on the open file. Now look, white hasn't done anything special, but he's got all his pieces out. Everybody's ready to do stuff. Okay? These are the general rules of the opening, and you should try to follow them whenever possible, because like I said, it is a little bit painful when I watch people, if I go back, yeah, when I watch people do things like these are examples of bad moves. Yes, this is not getting you anywhere. You have to get your pieces out towards the middle, not what white's doing here. White's bad. It's a bad idea. Alright, so try that in your games today. Try getting all your pieces out. And Miss Shea is going to tell you who plays who. See you later. See you next week.